you bumped into Hillary Clinton surrogate, John Podesta. Sort of a famous guy, right? Wasn't he part of the whole wiki
Yes,
leaks
he
and
got
all that
hacked.
stuff?
Yeah.
But that was before those halcyon days of the WikiLeaks. That happened at the DNC convention. We had Kenneth Vogel that day.
Yeah.
Like the day he got in trouble for, anyways. We're at the win. Dom's 4 drinks in. He's got a brandy sifter full of tequila, and he's walked up to the press gaggle with John Podesta. John Podesta in the news today.
Yeah, short guy. John Podesta in the news today.
Short guy. Look at you.
I know. He was like literally my height, but he's a little skinny guy. New York Times reporting that Joe Biden, the president, picks John Podesta to be his new global climate representative. John.
That's great. He's the new John Kerry.
Yes, he is.
But that night at the win in the spin room, they're surrogating on behalf of Hillary Clinton. Yeah. You, tequila sifter in hand. And I noted, Dom, we were the only fine press members at the bar because we were done with our show. We thought we were done for the evening.
We were done working, yeah.
You know, spin room opportunity. How could we not take it? Bernie was there. No Hillary in the room, but there was that Jim Webb guy. I heard he killed a man.
He was in and out quick.
It was very quick. Governor O'Malley from Maryland, I believe, and John Podesta on behalf of the Hillary campaign. And you ambled up to Podesta and turned your sifter of tequila and started asking him about Hillary's marijuana policies.
Well, because remember, this was CNN, right? And they had the booths outside, and you could walk in and ask any question, you know, with a recording and submit it. And
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and that was the question out there that I posed, and now I had an opportunity to ask John Podesta, a surrogate for Hillary Clinton, about her legal marijuana policy. And
you repeated your photo booth experience. You put the quarter in first.
Yes.
And
got it out, you know, practiced a minute, and then had a couple of drinks and asked John.
More than a couple.
Let's play my question to John Podesta back in the day.
John, a lot of talk about justice system reform. Secretary Clinton has said she does not support the legalization of recreational marijuana. Bernie Sanders has said he does. What does Secretary Clinton need to have happen before she would support that?
I think what she said is that she supports medical marijuana. She wants to see state efforts to play out. People will have that opportunity to decide that in Nevada, to see what those, they've been in place now just a little over a year, I guess, maybe a year, to see what the effect is, and then she'll render a judgment. But right now, she wants to let the states experiment with this, and in the meantime, try to move more broadly and nationally to legalize medical marijuana.
Legalize medical marijuana. But here's the point. It's not to criticize Hillary. This policy, A, she's not the nominee. That's Joe Biden. B, this was 8 years ago. A lot of advancement on the topic of legalized marijuana.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Still a crappy answer back then. We should never have been illegal. It's always the wrong answer, but please continue.
Well, here in the state of Wisconsin, it still is. By good fortune, Dom, I don't know if you know this, but I'm going to legal marijuana in Nevada next week. Going to Planet 13. You've been there before.
That's a huge shop, man.
Biggest dispensary in the world.
It's fantastic.
I'll drop a few shekels there, I suspect, and I'll enjoy my time in Vegas. And you can consume as long as you're discreet, because it is a legal marijuana state, Tom. But I would like to point out for those, and I'm going to have to describe this because you can't see me. But again, Dom with the brandy sifter full of clear liquid that happened to be Blanco tequila, Mas tequila. You still had a lot, because I was getting doubles. $43. We were both drinking doubles.
Yeah, they were pouring them strong. And for that kind of price, they should
strong. It was straight tequila, man. How much stronger can you pour? What, you looking for Everclear in a glass?
Volume. It's all about the volume.
But for those that can only hear the sound of John Podesta, and I can tell you, I was there to witness up close and personal, John Podesta, this interaction between Dom and Podesta. And before Podesta answered, there was just a momentary pause there in the tape. I don't know if you noted, but Podesta cocked his head at sifter level to look at this guy that's, and you're circling it in the glass. You're like making sure it breathes. So I can smell your tequila breath from the memory down.
It's like a wine connoisseur. I'm a kind of a sewer.
Kind of a sewer? Well, Podesta did answer your question, but I'm sure he's wondering to this day, who the hell let that guy in?
Yeah, right? I'm still wondering who the hell let us in.
Who credentialed us? Who let us in the spin room? I'm not clear, but I hope the Haley campaign has some sort of a public facing event for me to go crash next week. I was telling the story earlier today. I called into a fine radio show. Talked about the time we crashed Scott Walker's party.
Yes.
Tuskers on the River. Remember that, Tom?
Yes,
Drank Scott
we
Walker's
drank
beer.
Scott Walker's beer. Yeah, he was crying in his, I think. It was a little diluted.
2016 at the RNC. Got some stories. Got to tell the grandkids someday.
Oh, man, it's been a while, man. We've been on the road a long time.
Yeah. Rode hard, put away wet. And lots of tequila for you. That stuff. I can smell your breath just from last night. Right now. I just imagine that tequila. I think I can see the waves coming out. So anyways, little John Podesta story. Trying to bring it personal.